Hey guys, this is going to be part 1 of the Ultimate Multiplayer FPS Framework tutorial series where we actually dive into it. So in this one, all we're going to be doing is just getting the project set up. So I have my actual project here. I'm going to go ahead and create a plugins folder. This is on UE 5.1. And as far as content goes, we are on the third person example project. So that's just the template that this was built from. So once I have my plugins folder, I want to go ahead and copy the actual framework over to it, and we can go ahead and launch. Now I want to bring the example content over as well, so I'm going to show you how to do that just so we actually have some stuff we can work with from just right from the start to make our lives a little bit easier. So there we go. We now have the plugin installed, all of our modules here. Let's go ahead and migrate the assets over. So we know it's FPS F tutorial. Here we have the public repository project here. Let's go ahead and load that on up. Okay, once that's all done, we can go ahead and go to our content, and we just have these two folders we want to bring over. So I'm going to select them both, right click, go to migrate, and it's going to show us basically, everything that's getting transferred over. Not sure what the Niagara folder is for, but go ahead and press OK. And we're going to go to that project right there, go to the content. So we're in their content directory and hit select folder. Now it should be relatively quick. Go ahead and just take everything on over. And once it's done, we can then close down this project and reopen up ours. Okay, it's done migrating. Let's go ahead and head back to the project and load it up. So we should have, here we have our two folders. Okay, once that's done, let's head over to our assets, maps, and I'm just going to go ahead and load up the shoot house. Doesn't have lighting or anything like that built. Oh, actually, this project's using Lumen, so I guess it doesn't really need it. I just need to tweak brightness and stuff, but we should be able to hit play, let the rest of the shaders compile like it is there, and we're good to go. Now, the only thing that we're missing is our default inputs. Now, by default, UE5 has deprecated, or at least started the deprecation process of the old input system to where you are now, well, you can actually read it right here. It's stating to go ahead and use the enhanced input system. So we're going to be using that, just not right now. Let's go ahead and get our config set up first. So what we can do is we can close down the project. I'm not sure if that's 100% necessary. Go back to our main repository, go to config, and we're just going to grab our default inputs. So if you look through it, here's all your, your default bindings, basically. So let's go ahead and copy that and paste it in our own config folder and replace. Now, once we launch it back up, it should start to kind of convert everything over and get it set up. Alrighty, let's go ahead and load up the shoot house again and hit play. And we can now turn, move, and all that stuff. That was a nice delay, but we're now good to go. So everything's working like it was before, and we are set up. Now, I don't plan on doing really anything with this shoot house here, so I'm going to head back to the third person example map, and basically this is what we're going to build everything off of. So inside of here, let's see, I'm not sure if this has a game mode already in it. Let's check. Yeah, it does. So it's just using, I guess, whatever default pawn is already set. But in our case, we're going to go ahead and delete the default spawn. And we're going to go to character related and drag out the provided example character just for the time being. And we are simply going to possess it. So we're going to search for possess in our character selection and set auto possess player to player 0. Now when we hit play, you can see we are good to go. We're in our new map. Lumen's already set up, and we also have a ton of motion blur. It's actually making me a little nauseous. I don't know why, but we're going to go ahead and disable that. So select our post-process volume. Right here, it's a little purple guy. And if you then search for, if I can drag this back up. All right, got a little sidetrack there. But once you have your post-process selected, go ahead and search for blur. You'll see down here under rendering features, we have motion blur. So we're going to enable all these and set their values to 0. So once they're zeroed out, it should look much nicer. So there's still some shimmering and all that kind of stuff. That's just the general take with UE5 and Lumen with emissive materials. And I actually had this with not emissive, but mass too, but I'm not entirely sure the reason behind that. But if you notice with like the laser, that shading build, you can see it kind of has the same result. I'm not sure how well it picks up, but when it's up close, it's nice. You don't notice it. But when you go a little farther away, you can see the kind of that shimmering effect, like it's like there's particles lagging behind. So we can improve that. I'm going to go ahead and save really quick. Go to project settings and search for alias, and you'll see down here, anti-aliasing method. Right now it's set to TSR. You can change these around and see which one works, I guess you really want to tinker with. So for example, if I set it to TAA, I'll get a little different result. So here, I still have the same shimmering, but the laser is much, much nicer. I don't really see that result. And we can try another method like MSAA. Look through the optic. Now you can see there's none of it. Looks a little bit more gloomy. Then we look at the laser and it's the same kind of thing. It just has like a different kind of effect to it. Then we have FXA, which kind of give like a little blur to sharp edges. At least that's as far as I know anyways. Same thing with the dot, and same issue with the laser. So I'm not entirely sure how to really resolve this. I'm curious what none looks like to resolve that. But either or, I'm sure there's going to be it's better than 5.0, to be put simply. So I want to leave mine at TAA. Yeah, screw it. We'll just leave it at TSR because that's not really a big concern. You can just kind of set it to whatever you feel. But either way, we'll just deal with that for the time being because I know it is much better. Yeah, you can see a delay as it kind of cleans up. It is much better than it was on 5.0. I remember in that, by default, it was horrible. But anyhow, we are basically all set up and good to go. We have our mannequin, and we have everything else we're going to run with. So in the next video, I guess we're going to go ahead and import some other assets. So I'm going to show you how to set up a firearm from scratch, and same thing with optics, and just get running with it. So I will see you then.